Alright, General Treatment Products video training. We're going to talk about setting the internal or external version of this. So, go really fastly on their manual. On and off. You can see it changed to 0.1%. If you do hold it up, it'll speed up. There it goes. It wasn't taking it. And you can see now it's moving. Okay, and you'll see that when it gets to 100 for 15, 20, 30, I believe, just like the EJ pump, it does have a stop. So it will stop for you. You don't have to just try to be, it's not like pumping gas into your car. See how it stopped for me? Okay. You can change your outputs. Here it starts slowing down now. 80% is about like where I like to prime a pump. Priming a pump at this speed gives everything a chance to set and reset and really work better for you. You can hear the difference in the outputs and stuff like that. Open up your priming valve, put a little water maybe even in the top depending on your chemical. Wouldn't want to do that with sulfuric, but put a little priming fluid in the top of it, slow it down like that, much better for priming. Okay, so let's learn about how to set the external. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to press the external button. You can see that it's in divide and percentage. I'm going to hold it for 2 seconds. You can see it goes to a big divide. Okay, and a big divide and a big set. You can see here divide by 1. I can increase that, divide by 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Every 10 pulses, I want the pump to stroke once. Divide by 10. I can press it one more time. If I down arrow key, multiply, press the external. 1, 4, 5. I actually did bring the cable assembly so I can actually test that. Okay, in the external mode with the thing, now I have the wire stripped and we're ready to go. So you can see we have it set at 5. So the green and white would be your incoming pulse. Okay, and that's how we would set that. If we hit the external again, 1, 2, 3. Hit it once, it's on multiply, go back to divide. It's done divide by 2. Put your power once. We go to divide and it sets the thing. So we're going to grab those green and white wires and then 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2. So it's doing it every other pulse. So the display that it gives you is basically how fast it's going based on those incoming pulses. So that's really just a relative thing. If you pulses it, it'll settle out. I was going pretty quickly, so that's why you saw it change quite a bit, and it's still changing because it's an average. Okay? So we're going to turn it on. Okay, let's do it one more time really quickly. Pulse, multiply, and divide. External. You're going to come up in the divide. Hold it for 2 seconds. Okay, divide. Up and down arrow key for divide or multiply. Press the external once real quick and you get to change the setting. Divide by 3, divide by 4. This also could be basically a divider for a flow meter. Sending the flow meter directly into the pump and you want to multiply by 5. Now the thing is in the multiplication mode, when we hit power, external, power. Okay, so I'm in the manual and it's set at 80%. When you're in the multiply mode, the pump is going to multiply at this speed. So if you had it set really, really low, it may get more pulses before it is done. So you don't want to have it set, let's say I turn it way down. I'm going to turn it down like 10%. Just to show you what I'm talking about here. So let's say I have my stroke set at 10% on manual. Okay, and I switch it to external, and it's on multiply by 5. But you heard how fast it went last time. See how slow it's going now? So try to remember that, you know, that because you could get, let's see, maybe have another one. See, it just missed 2 strokes. Okay, so that's kind of why you don't want to multiply. Divide happens within a split second. The multiply happens how fast you have it set in the manual. So make sure that when you go ahead and you set this thing up, and I shut it off, see that switched to amber. I'm going to roll down to 0 because it will. It is what it is. I'm going to talk to him about that too. See how it switched back up to 100%? So now that we hear how fast it is, I'll switch it back over to external to 5. How fast? Okay, so try to keep that in mind when you're doing those. Okay, that was the external divide. Multiply.